Hello, I'm Beth Wagner, physical therapist. This video focuses on a specific exercise from my cervical stabilization video, the isometrics. The variation I'll be demonstrating today is meant to be part of a comprehensive cervical stabilization program, which I described in depth in my previous video. In that video, I wanted to demonstrate exercises that could all be done without any equipment. It's a great place to start. Please watch that video and try all of the exercises before continuing on with me here. Click the link in the corner above and in the description below to check out that video. The specific variation of isometric strengthening that I show in this video requires the use of a small exercise ball and access to blank wall space at about head height, which many people find beneficial when they have a small ball handy and have a wall available. The main benefit of this variation is that you don't have to use your hand to apply resistance. Since the ball replaces your hand, your arms and your shoulders can stay relaxed. It's also a bit easier to maintain upright posture and neutral spinal alignment when using the ball on the wall instead of manual resistance. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to start this exercise utilizing very light resistance. When using your hand to apply resistance, it's much easier to feel how hard you're pushing with your hand, and therefore how hard your neck muscles are working to push back. With the ball on the wall, pay attention to the feeling of muscle activation in your neck. It should be minimal, especially to start. We don't want the large muscles in the neck to jump into action. Instead, we're targeting very small, deep muscles that support the spinal column. The ball I'm using today is 8 inches in diameter, and it's filled with enough air to retain its shape and allow a little bit of give when pressure is applied. You could try using slightly smaller or slightly larger ball, but a full-size yoga or Swiss ball would be far too large for this exercise. You will also need empty space on a wall at head height. If you don't have access to a blank wall, you can also try using the back of a door. The first step is to do a quick body scan of your posture, starting with the feet. Stand with your feet about hips distance apart, wearing comfortable footwear or barefoot, whatever is most comfortable for you. The important thing is for your feet to be comfortable and for you to feel well grounded. Moving up to the knees, keep them slightly relaxed so there's just a soft bend and some flexibility in your knees. Now, continuing up the chain, bring your belly button in toward your spine, activating the deep lower abdominal muscles. From here, move up your spine and lift your chest. Relax the shoulders down and back. If you feel that your shoulders are elevated or tight, do a few shoulder circles, a few shoulder rolls, lifting your shoulders up, back, and then down in order to release any tension. And the final step is to do a little bit of a cervical retraction, a small chin tuck, to bring your head in alignment over your shoulders. Now let's start the isometrics. Start by standing about 6 inches away from the wall and place the ball just behind your head so the middle of the ball is in the middle of the back of your head. Okay, now adjust your position forward or back so that you have tall, upright posture with neutral spinal alignment. And your head should be looking straight forward. Your chin shouldn't be tucked down or tucked up, but your face facing straight forward. The first isometric exercise will be pressing straight back into the ball. Again, start with very light resistance. So I'll press back into the ball, hold for a count of 3, 1001, 1002, 1003, and then relax. And you might not see me doing much, and that's great. An isometric exercise doesn't involve very much movement at all. And because we want to activate deep muscles in the neck, you shouldn't be seeing much superficial neck muscle activation as I'm doing this. Pay attention to what you feel deep inside your neck. Now, if the ball starts to slide down or you start to lose it, then just lift it up a little bit higher on your head. And again, let's do that for a second repetition. On your next exhale, press the back of your head into the ball with slight effort and hold. 2 and 3 and relax. And now repetition number 3. On an exhale, press back into the ball and hold. 2 and 3 and relax. That was the first direction. We have 5 more to go for a total of 6 isometric directions. Okay, now move the ball to the left side of your head, just above your ear. And standing with tall posture, neutral alignment, feet about hips distance apart. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders down and back. Okay, now gently press the left side of your head into the ball with a very light pressure and hold. 2 and 3 and then relax. And second repetition, on your next exhale, press into the ball, the left side of your head. 2 and 3 and relax. And now third repetition, press into the ball, hold. 2, 3, and relax. Okay, now we'll stay in the same position, but the third direction of movement will be to look to the left as if you're turning your head, but you're not going to turn your head. So the ball stays just above the left ear, and now I'll move my eyes to look toward the ball and press into the ball and hold. 2, 3, and relax, look forward. Take a breath if you need to, reset your posture, roll your shoulders if you need to. And second repetition, on an exhale, look to the left, gently press into the ball as if you were turning your head to the left. Hold for a total of 3, and relax, look forward. Third repetition, look to the left, press. Continue breathing for 2 and 3 and relax. Look back to the front. Okay, the next direction will be to press forward with your forehead right into the ball. The direction of movement here is as if you were going to tuck your chin down to your chest, not jutting your head forward. It can be helpful to look down as you're doing this. So I'll turn toward the wall, place my forehead on the ball, stand with tall posture, feet hips distance apart, and on my next exhale, I'll look down and press my forehead into the ball for a count of 3. And relax and look forward with gentle, soft gaze. And again, look down, press into the ball, and hold for a count of 3 while still breathing. And relax. Whoop. And if the ball starts to drop, simply lift it back up, place it against your forehead. And third repetition, look down and press into the ball with your forehead with light resistance. Keep breathing. After a count of 3, relax. The last 2 directions will be with the ball against the right side of my head. So place the ball on the wall and press into it just above your right ear. Stand with upright posture, midline alignment. The feet comfortable distance apart. Little bit of a chin tuck to be sure your chin isn't down or elevated, but with your eyes looking straight forward. All right, now on your next exhale, press the right side of your head into the ball for a count of 3 and relax. Second repetition, press into the ball for a count of 1, 2, 3, and relax. Final repetition, press into the ball. Breathe. 2, 3, and relax. Now for the last isometric direction, I'll be moving my eyes to look into the ball, as if I'm going to turn my head to the right. Okay, start with the ball, again, just above the right ear. And on my next exhale, I'll look to the right and just barely begin to turn my head to the right. And hold for a count of 3 while breathing. And look forward. Second repetition, look into the ball and just barely turn your head to the right. Keep breathing. 2, 3. And again, look forward and relax your neck. Final repetition, move your eyes to the right. Look into the ball and just barely turn your head to the right. Hold for a count of 3 while breathing. And look forward again. If at any point in time you feel fatigue or soreness in your head, your neck, and your shoulders, then relax. Do a few shoulder circles, maybe move your head just a little bit, side to side, do some turns, a few nods, just to release any tension you might be holding in these areas. And then continue. It's normal to feel slight stretch discomfort or very mild muscle fatigue while doing this exercise or afterward, but you shouldn't feel any pain. Stop right away if you feel any sharp, shooting, stabbing pain, or if you begin to feel a headache come on as you're doing the exercise. After resting, when you continue with the exercise, lighten up on the resistance. Barely press into the ball. It's much better to start with light resistance and build up gradually. It can be very helpful to match your breathing with the movement. Consistent breath helps to relax the nervous system. You probably noticed in my instruction that I included the cue to initiate the movement on an exhale. That's a great place to start. See what feels best for you. What breathing rhythm or breathing pattern feels most relaxing and comfortable for you. The most important thing is to not hold your breath. I recommend starting with 3-second hold and 3 repetitions in each direction. I find it easiest and most straightforward to do 3 repetitions in a row in each direction, the way I demonstrated today. You can also do 1 repetition at a time and simply move in a circle and do 1 circle 3 times. You might try it both ways, see what feels best for you, and then continue with that pattern. I recommend doing these daily. After a few days, if you feel comfortable with this, then you could add a second session for the day. Also, if these feel comfortable, you can try increasing the duration up to about 5 seconds, and you could increase the repetitions to 5 repetitions in each direction. Experiment with the duration, the repetitions, and the number of sessions per day. If at any point it feels like it's too much, if you begin to develop a great deal of soreness in your neck, then back off. Try shortening the duration of the hold, doing fewer repetitions, taking a day off now and then. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this exercise is best done as part of a comprehensive cervical stabilization program. So if you're already doing the exercises in my initial cervical stabilization video, you can replace the isometrics with manual resistance, this exercise, with the ball on the wall isometric strengthening. Continue performing the other exercises in that video as it's tolerable for you. Now that wraps up this video focused on isometric strengthening for cervical stabilization using a ball on the wall. I hope you find this exercise beneficial to improve the stabilization of your cervical spine and to ultimately help you get back to doing the things you love to do every single day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave any questions or comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a wonderful day.